85 actually, and for his beautiful books, he's a very good writer. He didn't win the literary prize, but he won the Peace Prize because he through his book made a point about what happened in the Holocaust, and that sort of, since that was one of the great tragedies in modern history, this kind of genocide, and he sort of, through his writing and passion, became sort of a logical winner of the Peace Prize. Now, we have the same name, but I received my Peace Prize, my prize in science, as we heard earlier, in 1981, and the only thing we have in common really is our name, our last name, Wiesel. No, I'm not Jewish. He is Jewish, and it's written about the Holocaust. But I'm Swedish, so we have no relationship directly, except that Elie Wiesel has had a foundation, which, together with the King of Jordan, organized what's called the Petra Conferences for Nobel Laureate, held in Petra every year, held 5 times. And we met annually to discuss both the Nobel laureates and Peace laureates. And it was established, this meeting, to combat intolerance, indifference, and injustice through international dialogue and the youth-focused programs. And it's this kind of work that we have sort of is a theme of my presentation here. And I like to quote here a physicist, a very well-known physicist. He's British from originally, but he had been living in America many years in Princeton, and he has written many books, and he has some point of views which I don't agree with about the environment, but he is, in this case, he wrote a book.
Our student, and thank you so much for your presentation, Mr. Professor. And I have here 2 questions to ask. First, I wonder what can we do as each of us, what can we do to contribute to peace? And my second question is that it's just an opinion-based question about peace and war. Because some people claim that we need to make war in order to gain peace. And what about your idea? Thank you.
Genetically modified foods. And so far we used to heard from the media, when some country they have the legislation that any food that is from genetically modified product they need to mention. Even some animal that is raised by this genetically modified food, they need to mention also. So I think and so far we don't have enough information, so we still have some doubt about that. So as you are a researcher and scientist, I want to know, it's since the beginning of the creation of the genetically modified food, does we have enough evidence to say about the safety of this food for the long-standing disease like cancer, for example, or other health problems?
You're asking very headlines, but our headlines, medical.
Just one question, it's a big question, I think. Do you have any advice for researcher or scientist to
member report event? And I would like to say thank you to Professor Torsten, who is conducting this event today. And question is, I'm still doubtful about peace. As we know that peace can occur everywhere, peace can occur in community, in family, in society, in country. But I believe that peace, all of this peace come from peace in our mind. But the most important thing that I would like to say here is, mind is always changeable. So how can we keep our mind peaceful, stably? This is my question. Thank you.
I think one of my messages was what you can do as an individual for peace. I mean, we have to think about peace, not only peace and war, peace. That's what I discussed the peace of mind. And I think that local conflicts, as I said, between families or associations or work and politics, this is where you as a member of society can play a very important role. As an educator, obviously you have an important role to play. And I think the values in a society, the values of respect for other individuals, and that views that leads to a society where let people speak freely, freedom of speech.
So, and really it's our hope that these Nobel laureates normally, I mean, their time is very precious. Normally, when they visit a country, what they see of the country are airports and hotels. So maybe they give a lecture, on the next day they leave. Professor Wiesel is here in this country for 2 weeks. We have invited these Nobel laureates not here to come to speak, but to listen. So, because dialogue starts with listening, not only with speaking. So what we hope
Next, I would like to invite Professor Ong Supong to present a talk and to